All right, gonna get to a couple comments. It's not like a featured dasher of the week, but really good question and a good insight and good observation in these three comments that just came in recently on a video I did on real orders. So the first one is John Crick. Do you ever dash by time instead of offer? No, I do not. I mean, why would I at this point? I mean, I'm getting orders that I want. I've already spent a lot of time telling DoorDash what orders I want and which ones I don't in the algorithm. And if I go earn by time, I'm going to get some crap orders in there, and I'm just telling them, I'll almost do anything. So, no, I do not. I could see how it could be useful sometimes, especially when your acceptance rate is low, but that's also kind of a fine line between still telling them you'll take bad orders to keep your platinum rating or something. So, no, I do not. And I did do a video on this in the last couple months for a short time. I understand, like, maybe at night wait times are longer. It's still not worth it to me. I'd rather just go home if the orders aren't what I like. So, no, I do not. But I'm not against it. So, next one is all state, and not all state, all STE 626 says, if I figure out it's a high school kid and not staff that's ordering, then I unassign at that point. I'll pause right there. I got a horror story about this when I first started dashing, and so I have some kind of ill feelings toward the high school as well. But you go on to say, last time I had this kid tell me to meet his friend in the parking lot where the buses were, and they just stopped responding after I told them what vehicle I was in. Sat in the parking lot for 15 minutes waiting for their friend and constantly asking who I was waiting for. Turned out they were standing right by me. Their friend didn't even tell them what vehicle it was. That's horrible. That's horrible. I refuse to deal with these kids anymore. I totally get your plight. I had a bad experience with the high school in my first 100 deliveries. It's actually not delivered. They said it was not delivered. The worst part about this is it was two orders. One was going to a high school, one was going to a middle school. And they're both, there's this place called Raising Cane's in LA area and around the country probably. You have to go in and order the food and then pay for it with your red card, then deliver it. So I was super bitter after that day. I remember it pretty well. And checked my ratings at night, and someone said, yeah, it wasn't delivered, which was BS, 100% BS. But, the kids around here, some of them tip pretty good. Some of the parents around here are good parents, and the kids have some respect. Some don't, and you can figure it out. So I don't like going to the high school all that much either. But if it's a good enough order, I will do it. I'll just do it. I mean, I'm just a DoorDash driver at this point in time, so it puts money in my bank account. So, but I totally hear you. High schools dealing with these kids, it almost feels like they're entitled. Some of them, but some are good in my area. So, good point you make there, and I totally get you, dude. If I was in LA, I don't go to the schools at all ever anymore when I visit. So. And then the last one is WSWS says there's a lot of taco places in your city. Dude, there's way more than that. There's just the ones online you can see, but there's probably double the amount, as far as Mexican restaurants and all that stuff. So, but it boils down to this. I'll be honest with you. They're not as good as when I'm in Southern California. When I go visit home, I go to a place called El Toro Bravo. It's in Costa Mesa. Visit it if you can. Best burrito you'll ever have in your life. The most authentic Mexican food ever. So these places, I'm kind of tainted. I've tried a couple of the good places here. Not that great. I could make it myself better. So I did want to just get to these comments really quick. Pretty good points and questions and observations. So. Yeah, hope you guys are doing well, man. I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.